Hey YouTubers, I'm back. Beard, shoulder hair, and all. I like how my beard grows back in this natural medium brown color. Looks nice. Well, I'm really happy to be back and give you my 22-week update, or we could say a little bit over 5 months post-surgical update. Everything's been going really well. I guess it's kind of a good sign when there's a big gap in between some videos that you know that I'm out and about and having a lot of fun and doing a lot of things. I've been doing a lot of stuff and I have a lot to talk about today. So I've taken some notes, so every once in a while I'm going to look down, but I just want to let you guys know that actually I'm doing really well, and things are just going along as planned and maybe even a little bit better. 22 weeks out and I've yet to have a stall, quote unquote. Every week there's some kind of loss, so that's great. I'm feeling really good. I'm about 17 pounds away from being 100 pounds down post-op, but I'm definitely over the 100-pound mark with my my high weight. So we talked about that in my last video. I promise, not going to make anybody cry this video. This is all good times and fun and good news. So what have I been up to? Gosh, it's more like what haven't I been up to? A couple weekends ago, VSG Bear Mike and his partner were here in Seattle to get married. So we got to spend a lot of time with them doing various social things throughout the weekend. And one of those things, sort of on their last night here, we went and saw a baseball game together, the Mariners versus the Padres. So being the gracious hosts that we are, we went ahead and let the Padres win that game so that Mike and Ian would feel really good. Although I think deep down Ian is a Mariners fan since he's from this area, but don't tell Mike that. That was a lot of fun. Gosh, you know, just really I've had a lot to do at work. We're preparing for Eric to start medical school over in Eastern Washington. So last weekend we were over there doing a little research and reconnaissance of the campus of the school, and then also securing some housing for him while he's there for his first year of medical school. He'll only be over there for his first year of medical school. The remainder of his program he'll be back here in Seattle, and we'll actually get to live in the same place at the same time every single day. Although I probably won't see him very much because medical school can be intense. But that's what I've been up to. Work, having fun, doing a bunch of fun things, feeling like a normal person. Oh gosh, one of the fun things that I've done recently is we have many theaters here in Seattle, and one of the theater groups actually offers a monthly pass where you can subscribe on a monthly basis, and during that month you can see as many plays as you want, or you can see the same thing that you've seen multiple times. So I'm really excited about that. If you're here locally, it's the ACT Theater, and I just saw a fantastic musical version of Grey Gardens, and in a couple weeks I'm going to see a drama called Other Desert Cities, which I remember getting a lot of great reviews and Tony nominations a couple years ago, so I'm really excited about that. How does that relate to weight loss surgery? Well, I can tell you, when I went to the theater, I didn't get the same kind of dirty looks that I would used to get when I would walk and try to find my seat, and I didn't have people looking at me like, oh gosh, I hope you're not sitting next to me kind of thing. It was sort of like, not only was I able to sit in the seat, but there was actually extra room on both sides of me. I mean, I literally could stick my hands down on the seat and feel the cushion underneath me instead of having my entire lower torso and my thighs cover the entire seat and then some. So just extremely comfortable in the theater seat, non-scale victory. I can go to these things and not worry about any of that kind of stuff anymore. I can just go and enjoy the event. So that's a lot of fun. Same thing at the stadium. Even though we paid for premium seats at the baseball stadium, Mike and I fit just fine in the seats, along with our skinnier or in better shape counterparts. So we're just hanging in there and being normal, which is very exciting. So been doing that. Gosh, I'm going through my clothes like crazy. I just can't seem to keep up with the weight loss right now. I'm sure eventually it'll settle, but you know, a pair of jeans might last me 3 to 4 weeks, and it's time to go down a size. So I had factored all of this in as a possibility and a potential outcome of the surgery. So I'm definitely not complaining. I'm just surprised, and in a good way. I am looking forward to maybe the weight loss slowing down just a little bit, so that I can keep caught up mentally. But so far, so good. No bouts with any kind of serious depression. You know, an occasional just kind of normal down day here or there. But I think that could be attributed more to the amount of work that I'm doing right now, and the intensity of the work that I do right now is sort of impacting that. But outside of all of that, I feel really good, and I'm really happy about what I'm doing. In fact, tomorrow night I'm going to go to my surgery center as part of one of their weight loss seminars, and I'm going to be there to speak to potential patients or people considering the surgery, sort of just be a real life person with real life experiences for them to ask questions, and for me to sort of tell them my story, and you know, maybe help with them with their decisions as to whether or not this is a viable option for them. So I'm looking forward to that, and I look forward to giving back in person, and you know, hopefully it'll be very rewarding. I'm sure it will be. So I'm looking forward to that. Some of the other things that people may want me to address now that I'm 5 months out, or a little bit more than 5 months out, is, you know, my experiencing things like the hair loss and the loose skin. I am, but not as bad as I thought. So, I mean, my hair loss is real minimal. Anybody else may not even be able to tell. I can tell just because I know it. You know, I know my hair and that kind of stuff. It's a little bit more predominant if I'm wearing a hair gel or something, but you know, not very much. Clearly, I'm not losing any hair on my shoulders or anywhere else, but I'm definitely losing it a little bit on top. But you know, luckily I had hair to spare, so to speak. So, you know, it's not very noticeable. Loose skin, I can show you a little bit here, like, you know, in my arm. You can see where I have a little bit right here. Luckily, like when I wear a t-shirt or something, it looks normal. It's not that really big of a deal. And arms are something that guys can definitely work on more to help bulk up in those areas to accommodate that. The rest of the skin really isn't too bad, but I'm going to save that for my 6-month post-surgery video because that'll be a real kind of cool milestone. And, you know, there's a good possibility by that time I could be at a healthier BMI, or at least a BMI that's no longer obese or morbidly obese. So we'll watch for that. But so far I'm not real disappointed by the loose skin. To me it doesn't look too bad. Interestingly enough, I was having a conversation with Less of Sarah, and she and I kind of both agreed that we were probably more comfortable in bathing suits being bigger, just because you're tighter kind of thing. So I would say I'm more comfortable now in clothes. I feel more confident in the clothes that I wear. I don't think I look bad in clothes. I don't think I look uncomfortable or frumpy or anything in clothes. But I was probably more confident in a bathing suit when I was bigger. I'm probably a little bit more self-conscious about that right now, only because of the loose skin, but I'll take the loose skin any day. So that's all good stuff. I'm going to check a few things off my list here, and we'll talk about where I'm at 5 months out. I still have pretty significant restriction when I eat. I had dinner tonight, and let me just show you. It was in a container, this size container. This is, I think, is the 4 ounce. No, this is like maybe a 1 cup container. I fill these up about 75% full with the homemade soups and homemade chilies that I make, and usually one of those is what fills me up quite a bit, and I won't be able to eat again for another 3 or 4 hours. So I still have really, you know, pretty good restriction. I did over the weekend try one of the new D-Light McDonald's McMuffin things because we were traveling, and that was the first time I had tried any bread, you know, per se, with the English muffin. and my plan was to only eat half of it and see how it was. I wasn't concerned about the overall calories of eating the whole thing because they're not that high in calories, and I actually really need the calories right now. But I wasn't quite sure how I was going to do with the bread. And actually, I did okay. I ate it really slow, and I chewed really, really well because I was afraid of it hurting, but I was able to eat the whole thing. But I was pretty full for a long time. I don't know if I'll do that again anytime soon, but it was an interesting experiment, and I was pleased that I was able to eat it and get all that protein and that kind of stuff. One of the things I am considering once I've gotten into a maintenance stage is I'm considering giving up red meat and maybe even chicken and turkey. I don't know yet. I'm still sort of thinking about that. Two reasons. The red meat I really shouldn't have because of my iron condition, but I'm just starting to feel more and more I don't know what the right word is, but my conscience and my soul has a problem with animals being killed to consume. And I know that's rational, maybe not rational, whatever, but you have to remember, like, I was the kid who was crying and throwing himself in front of piñatas because I thought they had feelings. So, you know, I don't know. So that's something I kind of struggle with a lot. But I realize right now it's a necessity, and I'm going to do a lot of research and kind of think about it, but I don't know. Just wanted to let you know that that's something that I'm considering. Oh my goodness. So this video is already getting long, so let me see if I can wrap up a few things. I booked the cruise for next year's weight loss surgery national meet and greet. So I would encourage you guys to do the same if you're considering it. You can just pay your deposit now, and I think you have up until October or December to change your mind. The cruise is going to be in April, and it's going to go out of Tampa, and there's a lot of us going. It's going to be a lot of fun. So if you get a chance to look that up and go, I'm going, and it's going to be fun. And I would love to meet people face to face. That would be so much fun. Coming up this weekend, Eric's got a weightlifting, powerlifting competition. So if you happen to be friends with Eric outside of YouTube or Facebook, or want to reach out to him and wish him luck, I'll pass those messages along. He does watch my YouTube page, and he will watch videos with me, and he looks at the comments with me. So if you'd like to send him a shout out, I'm sure he would appreciate it. That's this Saturday. I'm going to my very best friend's daughter's graduation party this weekend, so that'll be fun. You know, I'm looking forward to that. And you know, aside from going to a bunch of plays, we've got a concert coming up later on in the month, and just busy, 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 busy. So I want to thank you guys a lot for being patient with me, and I want to thank you for the encouragement to make additional videos. Hopefully you found something in this particular video that was helpful. I just want to make sure that today's point was just to bring you up to date and let you know where I'm at 5 months out, and how great I feel, and how great you can feel if you just hang in there and ride this fantastic journey out, bumps and all. So you guys take care. I promise there won't be this long of a gap between my next video as there was with my last video. So you take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.